Welcome back to the Extra Evident, and recently Hive updated to Bedwars Season 4, and I gotta be honest, it's decently cool. I think the theme for the season is great. I don't know. Overall, I like the season. We're just gonna get right into it. Every time Hive updates, I make, like, my thoughts on whatever they updated. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing here. My thoughts on Season 4. Overall, I think it's pretty good. I think the one thing I don't like about Season 4 is the one thing I don't like about every Hive update, and that's the sweats. So, you know what? We might as well start with that. I'm just gonna play a Bedwars game while we yap. But, yeah, every time Hive updates, or not every time, I guess, but, you know, Hive updated Sky Wars and added a bunch of prestiges, and thus Sky Wars became unbearably annoying because all of the good players come back to, like, max the game, and so every lobby is infested. To be honest with you, nothing has compared to Sky Wars. Like, even Bed Wars, this isn't really that bad. There's, like, a couple sweats every round, maybe one or two, but other than that, it's pretty chill, right? However, it is still a little annoying. I do miss the old Bed Wars lobbies. The old Bed Wars lobbies were so calm. They were so chill. There was, like, not really anyone ridiculously sweaty I would queue frequently. But now it does feel like every round there's, like, someone who's pretty good at the game just hunting me down. So yeah, that is my main critique, is just the sweats. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe some of you can vouch, but yeah, I'm at least glad that Hive only added one prestige. They didn't do their classic thing and dump all 5 of them at once. So that's good. You know, that saves us some pain, I would say. But yeah, that was like the first thing I noticed playing games on stream. And I think part of the reason I believe it's sweatier too has to do with me streaming, because, you know, I'm just getting sniped the whole time. So, like, my experience is different, you know what I mean? I'm dealing with stream snipers who are obviously better at the game than me, and so I'm probably gonna think it's sweatier, but, you know, without the snipers, it hasn't. Is this kid cheating? This kid's cheating. Okay, welcome to the Hive, ladies and gentlemen, and he still dies. Holy God, that's embarrassing. But yeah, without the snipers, it's not nearly as sweaty. It's just the normal Hive stuff. You know, we got a cheater, we got a few sweats here and there. Just classic things you know and love if you play this server. But yeah, with the bad stuff out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. I think this is probably the best season yet. Is that dramatic to say? I mean, other than Bed Wars Season 1, which in my opinion isn't even a season, it's just Bed Wars. Other than that, this has to be the best Bed Wars season. Look at, this is bad. This kid is so sweaty, bro. Is he auto-clicking too? He hasn't stopped clicking. Oh my God. He actually was so embarrassed, he just left the game after that, by the way. That's awesome. But yeah, like, what even was Season 2? I don't even remember. Last season, Season 2 was like am I stupid? It was the magic one. I don't even, oh, last season was like the Vikings, wasn't it? Yeah, honestly, I don't know how memorable those really are. This one, I think the space theme honestly goes crazy, and I think the items they added are fun. I do have critiques with some of the items they added, but if you don't know, they added, I can just show you. They added a dummy, or like a decoy, the mace, a jetpack, and concrete. I'm pretty sure that's everything they added. Maybe, you know, some kid in the comments is gonna correct me, but I'm pretty confident that's everything. And bro, those items, honestly, the decoy is like really dumb. I think, honestly, what the decoy actually is more fun to use than what it's trying to be, because the decoy is more like a landmine. It's more used to, like, oh God, the cheater has a diamond sword. It's more used to, like, oh God. Bro, this kid actually sucks at cheating. Normally I'm not like, you know, normally I don't have to think this hard, but Buddy's using like 4 block reach. I can definitely kill him. You can tell he's afraid of me. Just need to get close enough where he's confident he can hit me, and then I hit him. Alright, I completely forgot I was saying. Oh yeah, the decoy is more like a landmine. Like, it's not even really that good for, like, oh, a fake player, and then you, like, trick someone into walking into it and dying or something. It's literally just used to, like, bait the opponent into hitting it, and then it explodes and damages them. That is what I've found to be, like, the best use of the decoy. But yeah, the mace and the jetpack are, like, the most fun items ever. But I'll talk about those in a second, Because I'm fighting the stupid cheater. So I would like to take care of him first. I'm out of arrows. We're just gonna turn and run away. Is he gonna run to my base? Okay, I'm gonna just get his bed. We can trade. He's gonna be very wealthy now is the problem, but I'll have some wealth of my own. You know what I mean? It won't be that bad. All right, I need arrows if I'm gonna kill this idiot, and then we're gonna get pearls. Oh, that is another thing that is bad about this season. They removed the dory. This would be so easy if the dory was still in the game. I could so easily kill this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I think they kept the turret, too. I think the turret is, like, the lamest item in history. I think most people can agree on that. It's a pretty lame item. I'm getting too low, and now I'm dead. This kid's such a loser. Like, do you see how he's playing? I shouldn't have just sat there and traded hits with him for no reason. I just don't want him to get full diamond, because if he does, like, I just won't ever kill him. Bro, this stupid server. I bet this kid's, like, level 50, too. I bet he's been playing for weeks and never been caught. He's crouched around the corner somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Idiot. He's just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna push him. Okay, anyway, now we just have the blue kid left. I had to let out some aggression there. Shout out Killer Pancake in the chat, you know what I mean? Oh, man. There's just nothing like it, you know what I mean? There's just nothing like it. Spends all this time, you know what I mean, and he just loses to some normal chum. It's just a beautiful thing sometimes. And you know what? To end off the game, I still feel like I have more to talk about, dude. Most of this video is just me, like, it's just me just being toxic to some random kid. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna buy this stuff and then mess around. But yeah, the best items in the game, mace and the jetpack. The mace on its own stinks, okay? Like, the mace on its own is the most useless item ever. It barely does any damage. It's, like, so lame. However, if you buy the mace in combination with this jetpack, which I think is an awesome item, you can see I just boosted. You can fly up and then mace people. My problem with the mace is that it doesn't really do enough to, like, warrant it being used. I think it is the most useful during the late game. You know, if you get this during late game, it's pretty sweet because everyone's in full diamond and the mace does as much as a stone sword. And if you know the Hive, you know that literally nothing makes sense on this server. So a stone sword does the same as a diamond sword to a full diamond guy. Hence why I think it's valuable late game, because everyone's full diamond, and you're probably just going to be trading hits anyway. Might as well use a mace, and maybe you find an opportunity to get some extra damage with it. But, like, literally during any other part of the game, it's completely useless. There's, like, well, not completely, I don't know. I tried for, like, an entire 2-hour stream to clip farm with the mace. It just wasn't happening because it does that little damage. To someone in, like, chain armor, it did half their health. And I think I have a theory that the mace does the same damage no matter how high up you are. I don't know if that's true. I could be completely wrong. If anyone, you know, if anyone has anything to prove that I'm wrong, please let me know. But I just kind of have a feeling that's how it is, because I was, like, barely falling, and, like, the mace would register and still do way more damage than it should have. But yeah, I also forgot to mention there's all these new quests. These are fun. There's also, like, a double XP week going on, so stinking Ponty boy is having the time of his life right now. But yeah, mace and jetpack, very fun combo. I'll use it on this last kid. How about that? Let's just go over there. I'm gonna buy a bunch of pearls. All right. Yeah, I think the jetpack itself is a very fun item. Very good for movement. It's actually, like, way better than the wings too, because this thing is infinite, and I think the movement is way better with this than the wings. The wings just shot you upwards. These just shoot you towards wherever you're looking. It's a lot better, in my opinion, in that way. Oh, shoot. Let's see if I can get this guy again. See, that did nothing. Do you see that? That did, like, literally no damage. I don't know. I just wish the mace did more. Because, like, let's be realistic. You're never really going to get that high up in Bed Wars. There's a play height. There's all this stuff. This is about as high as you're going to get. I feel like that should do, like, a good amount of damage. I think that'd be fun. I really want to clip farm this guy with the mace. He just won't chase me because I'm beating him up. Alright, that was a fight. Anyway, yeah, I think this season's pretty cool. Other than the sweats running rampant, I think the items are fun, but they could have been funner, we'll say. You know what I mean? I think the items they added were good ideas on paper. I think the jetpack is pretty perfect. I wish the mace did more damage, specifically to, like, full diamond people, you know. Also, I didn't really touch on this, but they removed the deep slate meta, finally. They, made deep slate more expensive, and they added concrete in its place, which most people would say, like, oh, that's not really that different. Concrete is way more punchable than deep slate. I think, if you box yourself in, if you kill someone, box yourself, and then punch a piece of concrete, you can break it before they get to you. It's just a lot easier to, like, break into beds without a pickaxe now. And I think that's a great change. So yeah, overall, I like Bed Wars Season 4. Like with most Bed Wars seasons, I will probably play it a lot more towards the end of the season when a lot of people have gotten bored. But yeah, as of right now, I think it's pretty great. And, you know, let me know what you think. Do you like Bed Wars Season 4 as much as I do? If you do or don't, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next video, which is getting uploaded on Christmas. Isn't that crazy, bro? Christmas time is here. What a time to be alive.